Oh, that's right. Remy is going to Wetdog189.
Well, that's what we're going to stick with this whole set. He's now a wet dog. Okay, is he going to play Duck Hunt, though? Didn't even commit to the bit. I've lost all respect.
Remy is the original Oregon Lucas player, has been a long time skill level of the PR, just doesn't attend enough locals to maintain that PR status.
The classic. Honestly, I respect that. Not in it for the PR, in it just to keep playing the game. I imagine he's got life priorities. Clearly he's got a wet dog at home he needs to take care of, but whatever the case.
I'd love to know the relevance of the number, too.
Like he went to put it in like his socials and it was taken, so he just put in a random string of numbers.
All right, in we go. Monte with that tried and true Game & Watch. Of course, Remy on Lucas. Monte throwing out the toot-toots, keeping Wet Dog in disadvantage for as long as he can. 80% real quick.
Yeah, this is such a scary matchup for Lucas because of that bucket. That's going to be omnipresent in a lot of matchups, but I feel like a character like Lucas especially, same as the Ness matchup, right? They're so dependent on those projectiles as part of their base game plan that when they don't have that opportunity, they have to really think outside the box to win these neutral interactions, to stay safe off stage, to keep their pressure on, whatever the case.
Absolutely. It has always been interesting to me that, like, they decided among all of the other incredible tools that Game & Watch has to have, you know, probably one of the best reflectors in the game.
Yeah, I was very surprised when they made that change with this character. Even before we discovered that he was really good, I was like, are you sure about that?
Yeah.
I do like the forward air, though. The forward air is hype.
I know a lot of Game & Watch mains that would be very upset at you for saying that. I know a lot of Game & Watch players really miss that credit card.
Oh, yeah, that move was good. Like, I'm not trying to say this is as good as the other one. I just like it. Just like I like that forward air from Wet Dog. Okay.
Beautiful forward air. 173% now. Let's see if Remy's able to get any kind of extra credit here. There it is. Arrival of Big Turtle. Really good timing getting around the bacon.
Trying to space, but I feel like Wet Dog is just one step ahead on the timing in the corner. Ooh, that's not safe. Dash attack not going to kill, but now you reset this situation. Bacon went the wrong way. That is huge for Wet Dog.
Okay, and a big key coming in there. That is going to be Wet Dog's first stock.
Shout out my man, Sora.
Yeah, the original Kingdom Hearts rep, isn't he?
Yeah, I feel like Sora got a little scammed on that. How would you feel if you came in as the only Kingdom Hearts rep and then you find out somebody else has a Keyblade? Like, my man waited 20 years to be included just to find out Game & Watch has been doing it since 2001.
And then Meister, one of the best Game & Watch players in the world, also happens to play Sora.
Yeah,
kind of a funny coincidence.
I want to see more Sora representation. I'm a Sora enjoyer.
Okay, that was a really sketchy.
Bonk.
Oh, okay, not quite going to kill just yet. That is notoriously one of the most powerful F smashes in the game. Wow, snuffs out the invulnerability frames of the up smash.
And while we've been talking about this, not only... Oh, he just goes for it immediately. Okay, honestly, in a matchup like this, I don't feel like just going for it with the bucket is such a bad idea, because as soon as you have bucket, you no longer have the reflector. So just taking the gamble, I think he's
trying to go for the wall.
Taking the gamble on that bucket is, I think, a rational thing to do here, because you're still shutting down Wet Dog's neutral situations, even if you whip.
Monte now ahead for the first time so far.
Ooh, turtle time. Okay, he's still alive, but you are not, sir. But now you got to take the Game & Watch tack. Ooh, nice try with the bucket there. However, that is a little bit safer than I think Wet Dog thought it was. Turtle time coming out again, and again with the backwards bacon. Maybe that one was a bait, though.
A fire exclamation point into those toot-toots, always so good at racking up percent. I always underestimate the distance that Lucas's snake can use to get back to the ledge.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Tethers in general always go further than you think they can. And then there's Violet that's just like, you know, like Violet.
Yeah. go from the blast zone. Violet will recover. Remy really can't afford to be taking these trades right now. It's going to be a forward throw. Lands on the platform, is forced to shield.
Still not going to kill, but those up airs are starting to get scary. Wetdog really on the back foot here, which is quite a surprise after how this game started. Great adaptation from Monte to be able to make this happen. But at 175, you also got to watch out for that max rage. A Lucas smash attack in the corner could be curtains, especially now. What's the option? Goes low, however, Monte goes high.
Very good use of the air dodge to get back on the and the forward air explosion hitbox is going to take it. Monte going up 1-0 over Remy.
Mr. Game & Watch.
He's just juggling. He's having a good time.
I love that juggling animation.
That's wonderful, isn't it?
In general, I kind of feel like it's a shame that Game & Watch is such an annoying anti-meta character, because visually, I love this character. He's one of my favorite characters to look at.
Just a flat man.
Yeah.
He's a very simply shaped flat man.
He'd make a terrible husband. He's just way two-dimensional.
Okay, Monte just holds the bucket out there and waits for Remy to throw.
I mean, why not, right?
Yeah. Remy was more than willing to oblige. Throws a PK fire right in there.
That whole sequence was so silly from Monte, and look what he's getting off of it. And I think you're dead. Okay, good angle. I respect the angle.
Great 0 to death from Monte there. Remy just completely unfazed by that just happening.
That is crucial for Remy in this situation. Down a game, now just got 0 to death. You have to keep your composure. Because not only is it best of 5, but I've seen countless people come back from this situation. I saw that on the stream earlier when I was watching. Sometimes you just got to turn it up to the next level. You got to make those adaptations and accept that you're going to be playing a 2-stock game. Oh, nice catch.
As they say in Darkest Dungeon, remind yourself that overconfidence is a flimsy ally.
True. It is amazing. I feel like every time someone gets a 0 to death, the person always finds a way to claw back at least somewhat. Because you just can't help but changing your game plan when you're up like that.
Yeah. It does seem to happen very frequently, especially at this level of skill.
Oh, great stuff from Monte. He's saying, what's that comeback you were talking about?
Monte's so aware of exactly how characters like Lucas are forced to recover and so willing to go so far down to achieve that ledge guard.
Again, that oil panic not working, but it doesn't matter when not only do you have turtle time, you've got that uppie, and now it's going to be curtains for Wetdog. 2-0 up Monte in this set.
Very clean free stock from Monte there. Let's see if Remy is going to be able to answer back in any kind of capacity here.
I do feel like the edge guarding from Monte in that second game just turned up to 11. Wetdog just had no answers.
Nope.
So I'm really curious to see what the adaptation is going to be coming into this next game. Now that he's had a little bit of time to think, how am I going to mix up my recoveries? What can he do to keep Monte from just going deep and shutting that down every single time?
Very nice sequence there from Wetdog. All right, here comes the annoying as can be aerial chains that Game & Watch is so well known for.
He needs it. Look, I'm a Game & Watch apologist, and I will not say I'm sorry for it.
He's been bad in every game up until now.
Exactly.
Like, he needed it. He really did.
My man Gimmer needed something from the community.
Lucas's up air will never not be funny to me because he's doing the same exact motion as Bowser. He's just whipping his head back and forth in the air.
Yeah, what was that song? I whip my hair back and forth.
Oh God. That is the song, yeah.
Lucas definitely jams out to that in his room and calls it practice.
He's a Willow Smith fan.
Yeah. But I once jammed out to that song so hard at a party that I couldn't move my neck for a week.
Okay,
there we go.
Utilizing the cooking to keep Remy off the stage as long as possible, throwing out all of the turtles.
And that's the adaptation.
Nice down tilt from Remy. Tries to hit that down smash, but unfortunately, fire exclamation point just so fast, so good at snapping the ledge. game, regardless, looking much better for Remy so far. Very nice hit with the PK fire. Ooh. And that down tilt is going to two-frame this time.
Great stuff to Wetdog. This is exactly what I was talking about. Figuring out that adaptation off stage to not just get auto edge guarded by Monte. And look how much fruit it has borne up the stock now in this game number 3.
Monte going in for some very aggressive fire exclamation points here. Just runs in, shields briefly, and immediately goes for it. One of the safest, if not the safest, and best out of shield option any character has in this game. Really good tether there, but unfortunately,
the one frame.
Remy's gonna hit him with the steel chair.
My man coming out of the corner, straight from the WWE's closet, and now you gotta take that Game & Watch tax all over again. A clean 53, make it 76. Wetdog cannot get out of this corner.
Remy, fortunately for him, had the prescience to DI in when he was about to get hit by
Oh, you best be panicking. Honestly, not a lot of knockback there, though. I expected more.
Yeah, weirdly enough, PK Fire, or at least Lucas's version, doesn't hit particularly hard. It's got high knockback scaling, but the base knockback, which I believe is what Oil Panic scales off of, is not very high.
I love that combo with the chair using the forward air. I don't know if that was intentional or just option coverage, but whatever the case, worked out really well, and now almost ready to lap percentage on Wetdog, who is starting to fall off in this game number 3.
Monte tried to go for a judge out of shield there.
I respect it. You play Game & Watch. You got to do something a little silly.
Yeah.
Oh! And you too high up on. That's so unfortunate.
That is going to be a clean 3-0 for Monte.
I don't know if that counts as a pineapple, but either way, the result's the same. Good stuff to Monte.
You're absolutely correct. That was a pineapple, which means shout outs to my own Twitter, where you can sub if you would like to see me dunk on